Yo, what is good, everybody? How are we doing today?
Good.
Welcome.
What's going on?
What is up? Welcome to episode 105. Doing things a little different today. We have a bunch of new things and back-to-back guests, a fill-in for the time, part-time. We have a special guest host, Mr. Michael Holdridge, one of our regulars on the show, and our first ever back-to-back guest who wanted to join and continue our conversation from last episode. And yeah, we are ready to rock and roll. Mr. Matthew Mebane and Michael Holdridge, how y'all doing today?
I'm doing
Good.
good. Can't
Good.
complain.
Yeah, excellent. Glad to have y'all here, and glad everybody's been good. Matthew, not too long time no see, just one episode ago, so good to have you back on. Today we're gonna mix it up though. We're gonna be talking mainly football, and gonna sprinkle in a little bit of basketball today with some news, breaking news in the last couple of days. So it's gonna be good. But yeah, a whole bunch of great stuff. Y'all ready to dive on in? Everything?
Let's go.
Absolutely. Well, perfect. We're gonna get kicked off tonight with a big jersey reveal. One of the guests here tonight is actually a contestant possible for winning. We have our Bo Jackson jersey giveaway, which is right here on property. There's classic Auburn jersey.
Only thing
right
that
here.
sucks about it is it's an Auburn jersey. That's
If it wasn't Auburn, it would be great, but it's Bo Jackson, so I guess we can. Yeah, completely agree. But we have 12 total entries, just to make sure everybody knows. We wanted to do it on the show so everybody knows it's fair, honest, no rigging. Alec Clem,
Michael, you
Alex
better watch out. He
McDonald,
might try to teach you.
Yeah.
Doherty,
doesn't have my name on there.
Dirk, Evan.
I don't see Michael.
Jager. It's in alphabetical order, Bubba. Right there. Michael Holdridge,
You gonna
Miles
ship
Webster,
it to what if?
Miles Webster, and Quinn.
Hey, you gonna ship it to my house if I win?
Yeah, I'm gonna FedEx it next day delivery. Amazon. I'm
FedEx it
Amazon
across
Prime
the
that big.
street. All right.
Uh-huh. Now, disclaimer before we get started, Mr. Miles Webster has 2 entries in here because he got the bonus entry because of the repost. So, just so nobody thinks we're trying to rig it anyway. But, yeah, we can get that kicked off here. Just going to hit that button right there.
Let's do.
Oh, God, we got an ad. Hold
Bro,
on. Brother
Oh,
in
you
Christ.
couldn't even buy the premium.
You can't
Bruh.
even buy the premium?
This is like this is like watching the All Out podcast on regular Spotify. You have to listen to. That's crazy.
Want to take a break from the ads?
Why not breaking the ads? All right, well, y'all catch it while I figure this out. Hang on, y'all explain. All right, 30 seconds. Hang on, real quick. 10 seconds.
30 seconds?
No, not 30. Hold up. I'm watching a stupid Royal match ad. Okay, here we go.
All right, somebody
It's spinning. It's spinning.
get the
So,
Jeopardy music going.
oh yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Hold up.
How long is it gonna spin for?
Until I continue.
I hope not 30 seconds.
Ha! Thing's lagging.
Can y'all see it right now?
Hell, yes. I mean, we can see it spinning, just, it's a little blurry.
All right, ready?
It's
Yo,
Glenn's
touch your
Wi-Fi.
screen, touch your screen.
Thank
Hit
you.
the screen.
All right,
Glenn's Wi-Fi is not very good, apparently.
you got it.
Yeah. All right. Buddy, just
Oh, fuck
hit
you.
a name.
Dude, I could have gone through 3 at-bats at this point.
Ha!
Take a pitch clock.
Jesus, bro.
Okay.
All right. The winner
hitting that button.
is. Come on, who is it? Jaden Green is the winner of the Bo Jackson jersey, and the rest is all
No.
second. The rest is all second place.
I saw there's no name
Al-
that stopped yet.
Alec Clem. Well, it's second place. What are we gonna do? Split the jersey in multiple ways?
See who got third place.
All right. Let's see how long it takes to get to Michael Holdridge. Brendan Doherty. All righty.
All right, let's see how
Let's see how long it takes
Michael
to get
Holdridge.
to Michael Holdridge. Miles Webster, number 1. Watch him get dead last. If you get dead last, I will work out a way to get you a different
Give me the
jersey.
jersey. If I get
There it
that
is. Alrighty. Michael Holdridge. There we go. We finally got there. All right. Well, yeah, that wraps us up. Congrats to Jaden Green for getting
All right, this was a great podcast.
winning
I'll
this
see y'all
jersey.
later.
Y'all have a great rest of
Have a
your
good
night. Great episode 105. We will see you soon. All right. Y'all be safe.
All right, see y'all.
All righty. Welcome to episode
Alright.
106, everybody. And we are back and ready for more.
Before you ask, I'm doing good. Matt's doing good too. We're both doing good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You'd be doing a lot better
well-
if you would have won, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, you would you would have been a lot happier if that Bo Jackson was coming to good old. I'm not gonna say your address. Never mind.
I would have burned it. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, roll Tide. Alrighty. Well, again, congrats to Jaden Green. And moving on. Well, to make it feel a little better, will it help if you get to pick the first topic of the night? Will that make you feel better?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. You tell us what you want to get kicked off started with. All right.
I want to talk about a little bit of fantasy football, but the thing that's been really going through my head a lot is Bijan Robinson. 5th overall.
Bro.
What do you guys think about him? He's never even touched an NFL football before. I don't even think he was that good at I don't know. He was okay. He was good at Texas, but
Well, yeah, no. Speaking of, Bijan Robinson, young running back, now playing for the Atlanta Falcons out of Texas. Very, very talented in college coming out. What we have in reference here is the ESPN 10-man position rankings, and Bijan Robinson projected 5th overall to go. Above names such as Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, even Devontae Adams. A bunch of high names, profile names, that find themselves below the rookie running back out of Texas. And a little crazy, but if you ask me, I think it's very, very nuts. I think he's going to have a very good year, but to be above star players that I just mentioned there, I think it's kind of crazy. Now, my theory is that since it's such a light running back draft, that people are going to have to go running backs early because there's a lot more star wide receiver power than there are running backs. So for me, I think it's definitely way too high. I think he's definitely a second round pick. But 5th overall, no, I don't think so. But that's just me.
especially
What's
for
your
the.
feeling?
Oh,
No, you're saying especially for the.
I said especially because he plays on the Atlanta Falcons.
I know.
No, I think that's part of the reason why he's so high is that he plays on the Falcons. Is that they're not expecting much out of the Falcons, so they're putting him. He's going to get a lot of touches, is what they're probably predicting.
Hope he can stay healthy.
As long as he stay healthy, yeah. But what do you think about him being listed? I know it's all politics and everything in many regards. But what do you think about him being listed on 3rd on the running back depth chart underneath Patterson and Aguilar? Aguilar or whatever.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know who's on the Falcons offense other than like Kyle Pitts. Who's their quarterback going to be this year? Is it Is it
Either Desmond Ritter
Yeah.
or what, Heineke?
One of those two. I mean, they got pretty good wide receivers with,
the
Drake
Mariota?
London and Pitts. I know
got
Pitts
cut,
is tight
right?
end, but yeah,
Mariota.
he's up.
Yeah, I think he got traded or just dropped, like you said.
It's a battle between those two, Ritter and Heineke. But
Yeah,
I think it's
Heineke.
nuts. We're a big Heineke guy here. He's
Big
definitely
Heineke.
he's definitely a star. But I mean, he's just definitely the fact that he was able to shine in Washington that whole time. What do we call them now? The Redskins? What you
Yeah,
come
the
up with on
Redskins.
105? Yeah, we got the new name for him. But I think that's kind of crazy that they let him go with no love, especially when they don't have any solid quarterback coming up the ranks. But it's kind of high. Is he it's kind of high for him. But anybody on anybody's roster that is very underranked right now? You think that's going to be your sleeper pick? I know a lot of us are in similar leagues, so we may not want to be sharing this before drafts. But
I mean, Garrett Wilson.
yeah,
I'd pick him pretty high.
you got him. Where you got him 3rd? Where do you rank him as far as like 3rd round, 4th round?
I mean, probably 3rd round. I mean, depends how many people are in your league, but that's Aaron Rodgers' guy. So, and he's going to be slinging the ball around.
He's definitely going to want to make a name for himself. Put up MVP numbers after his first year out of Green Bay.
Let's say, I mean,
I picked Ty Lockett in the 6th round. I feel pretty good about that one, actually.
let's say Lockett was a solid receiver for me last year. I had him, picked him super late. He'd have his one bad week, but then he'd come out and score 20 plus 2 weeks in a row. So he's solid. But I also think Geno Smith had a pretty good year, so that helps.
But yeah, he definitely had a bounce back year, I would say, of all time,
Yeah.
winning comeback player
I
of the
don't,
year.
that's the problem. I
But
don't know
do
if
you
he
think
can
he
do
can
that again.
that, and do you think he
I
can get
think
enough love with DK Metcalf on that roster?
I think it basically boils down to two things, depending on if Geno Smith, like Michael said, like if Geno Smith has a good year, Ty Lockett has a good year, but the DK Metcalf injuries last year also helped Ty Lockett get a lot more attempts to score points for you.
And they had no running back.
But, yeah, so it all depends on if Geno Smith has a good year and how healthy DK Metcalf stays.
Very, very true. Because if DK Metcalf gets cornerbacks and DBs one, then it's going to relieve the pressure on Tyler Lockett and help them get a lot more love. But yeah, honestly, it's going to be very too underrated. Definitely an underrated star, can be found under the radar. If you guys were projecting right now in your top 5 picks, what do you see? Who do you see going in your top 5 order right now?
In order, or just top
Well,
5 players? Because,
top 5. Yeah, don't have to be in order. Obviously, we got
I mean,
Jettas probably going 1.
Justin Jefferson, Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
I'd put Jamar Chase right outside the top 5,
You put him outside the
6,
top
7, right
6 or 7?
outside.
Yeah, I'm probably
Because you
putting
got
him.
you got to think about Cooper Cup's gonna have a bounce back year.
I'm putting Cooper Cup in my top 5 for sure. I don't know. I don't know if y'all. Let me know if you're buying in this in a minute. But I'm putting Cup in my top 5, and along with Eckler and McCaffrey, and then Jamar and JJ or Jettis. I think those are my top. I think that's a solid top 5.
They got Jonathan Taylor ranked 10th in running backs or something crazy like that.
What do you mean? If there's down year, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be an under the radar player too. But
I would pick him
y'all?
first round.
Nah, there's too much talent, and you can't risk it after his up and down season last year. Are you buying in Travis Kelce being a first round draft pick in a 10-man league?
I mean, it wouldn't be my first overall pick, but like if he came back around, he'd be my second pick. Yeah.
So you're not buying him in the first round?
No.
It's respectable.
I mean, like it's the tight end. He's like up here, another here. But also, if you pick him first, then you're losing out on having a superstar running back and a wide receiver, because running backs are scarce, like you said.
Yeah, I definitely.
I'm picking Kelce. I'm picking him on my second pick if it's a big league on my way back, where I can get a star, and then Kelce will be around. It's a tight end.
Yeah. I know tight ends are scarce too, but there's only so high that ceiling can go. I know Travis Kelce is a different breed. But
We
there's
can't
only
build
so
a
high
team
tight
around
end.
Travis Kelce.
Exactly.
I mean, how early would you pick a quarterback?
We already had our league, but I kind of waited until Kyle Pitts dropped around and didn't really risk the Kelsey. And I mean, I don't feel great about it, but I think like you said, you can't build a team around Travis Kelsey. You can build a team around other guys.
Yeah, that'd be tough. I mean, if you pick him first, then you're losing out on a lot of players, because I guarantee you a lot of people aren't thinking about picking him first. So, it's just kind of a waste of a pick, because he probably will be there.
Yeah, especially if you have
the very underrated, I think, this year is with they got Calvin Ridley all the way down at the one that I'm looking at right now. They have him down at 42, and with him going to Jacksonville, I think that could be a good late. I mean, probably like a 3rd or 4th round pick right there that could do some damage for you.
Jacksonville's got a lot of wide receivers, but I think Calvin Ridley could be the man.
I think
Exactly.
He'll work his way up to wide receiver 1, but I feel like if you pick him in the 3rd or 4th round with your third, with that high of a pick, that he has to perform. Otherwise, he'll just be considered a bust, because there's a lot, like Mike mentioned, there's a lot of weapons down there that got Christian
tight
Kirk,
end that,
ETN, and
speaking of that,
Marvin Jones.
Evan
Jr.
Ingram. Think about how well he played.
Ingram too. Yeah, he turned up that second half of the year. Well,
That's a tight end to watch out for.
In the ESPN mock one, tight ends are going to be. It's tough to take Travis Kelce early, because you're going to have under the radar tight ends like him, T.J. Hawkinson, from Minnesota, and even Mark Andrews. They have him going in the 4th round, and so
It's a
you don't
waste of
have
a pick if you pick
yeah.
Kelsey first.
Yeah, it's just flat out because Kelsey's great and all, but he's a 2nd round pick. I still think he's a 2nd round pick if you ask me.
Second, third round pick. It's a tight end. Like the tight end market is very scarce. But like you said, you name like 5 or 6 other people you would go with. It's either me picking a Kelsey or like picking a wide receiver or running back. Much more important.
Yeah, unless you're in this freaky league that has 2 tight ends, then
Yeah.
go for it. But if you're just in a traditional league,
What about the Justin Fields? You buying into him this year or
for fantasy, yeah, I'm buying
just
into
for
him.
fantasy football?
For fantasy, yeah, I'm buying into him. I would say.
Pick
He's
top 5 fantasy quarterbacks.
I would say. Yeah. I think it goes Mahomes, Allen, Hurts,
You're missing. We're talking about fantasy here.
Lawrence.
You're missing a big name.
You don't put Lawrence in there. I don't think.
You're missing
Not
a
in
big
top
name.
5.
Burrow?
Lamar Jackson.
Oh my God, I am missing a big name.
And
We're talking about fantasy.
Yeah.
I would say Tua is a decent fantasy quarterback too.
If Tua stays healthy, he
Tua puts up
slings
numbers.
it. You got Lamar Jackson, Jalen
And a running
Hurts,
game in Miami too.
Justin Fields, Patrick Mahomes, and then Josh Allen's your top 5
Yeah.
for fantasy.
Because Hurts, I think, is still my quarterback one.
I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is someone that you want to go out and try to get though, because I think there are better options out there.
I think
Depends on when you
even
get him though.
Justin Herbert even will have a better year because he was hurt half the year. I think he'll have a better year, better offensive coordinator, but he's right outside the top 5 of fantasy football quarterbacks.
Well, if you're looking for a quarterback that can win you games, I know Hurts has that capability, and I think Fields has that capability too. But I feel like those 2 quarterbacks are going to be more consistent, and they're going to be battling. Like it's tough to see Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts hangs between the 20th and the 30 range, where Mahomes may have a 19 or 20, like a 19. Same with Allen, have a 19-ish week, but then go off for 45 points because they're just have those games.
The question.
So, go ahead.
The question is too is that do you go out and try to see if you can get a healthy Alvin Kamara on your fantasy team or no? I mean, like in a later pick.
Was he out for 4 weeks because of that suspension?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's going to get
I
paid,
mean-
obviously, but I wouldn't waste
he's
him
there.
in the single-digit rounds. I wouldn't.
No,
waste him.
because that man Glenn was so bad last year. I remember you had Kamara
Bro,
on your
man,
team and he kept getting
killed
hurt.
me. Literally, every time I put in my starting lineup, I'd have to take him out the next week.
Hey, so Glenn, if you tell us on the podcast if you draft him or not, and that'll depend on what people do probably.
Yeah, flat out tell the world. Whoever, if I draft Alvin Kamara, then stay away because he's just going to be
Stay
injured.
away from him.
Yeah,
Where would you pick a quarterback this year? I feel like the quarterback market's pretty broad. I've never been a big fan of picking a quarterback early,
I'd say 4th round.
which is
4th round if
always,
Jalen Hurts is available in the 4th round, I'm taking him.
always pick my studs and then get a quarterback in the 6th or 7th round. But I never get the Patrick Mahomes or
No.
the Josh Allen. Always get stuck with like I don't remember who my quarterback was last year. I think I was bouncing
That's right.
around.
You were
the-
rotate.
The Dockside League. I think my quarterback was like,
You were kind of makes imagine. Didn't you have Stafford for a little bit?
nah.
Wasn't
I
bad.
had Derek Carr for a minute. He balled.
I remember that.
I'm trying to
Well,
think
yeah.
of who else.
Well, yeah, I'm. Yeah, speaking of like quarterbacks, if Jalen Hurts or maybe even Lamar, like in that range, because they're big fantasy quarterbacks, if they're not available in the 4th round, then I won't pick them to the 8th because Trevor Lawrence may still be there, and there's a very large. Even if Justin Herbert is the quarterback, if I pick him in the 7th round, I'll live with that because he's still going to put up crazy numbers.
My quarterback last year was Tom Brady. I picked him early. I picked him in like the 7th round. I always pick Tom Brady. Tom Brady would put up some fantasy numbers.
They also have like, what do y'all think about staying back and getting like a Russell Wilson? Like, he's not going to fall off the board.
Russell
at
Wilson's
all.
going to have a good year this year.
Yeah,
I don't think people are going to pick him.
He's going to have a good
I mean,
year.
he'll-
That league
he'll
is
be-
tough.
Is he reliable though enough to be?
I'm saying like you
you're
could
proving.
probably get a Russell Wilson in the 8th round, 7th,
Oh,
8th
for
round,
sure, absolutely. Yeah,
I mean,
he will still be there in the eighth round.
and I think he's worth. He might be worth waiting for actually.
he's going to be a good quarterback this year. I mean, they got a whole new coaching system. They wide receivers are comfortable with him second year. I think he will play a lot better than he did his first year because he's not a
Mm-hmm.
bad quarterback. I just think it was
No,
a terrible offensive scheme for him.
it was not very well set up for him. But he wasn't set up for
Well,
success. I'm being honest.
a question for y'all too. Would you rather take a Anthony Richardson or a Russell Wilson if you get stuck with those? If those two are on the
I'm
board,
not picking it. I'm not picking Richardson. No
Yeah,
chance.
yeah,
Buddy
he
is
doesn't have
not
enough
going to be a
weapons.
starting quarterback all year.
Yeah,
No chance.
I
He's
mean
not
it's a lot
good.
that, and it's a lot harder to bench Russell Wilson than it is to bench
I
Anthony
mean, I don't think
Richardson.
any of the rookie quarterbacks are that good. If I'm just being honest.
Okay. Anybody going with
Like
Bryce
it
Young,
was
maybe?
not. No, it was not a good draft class.
No, I mean it's really scarce in that department. I agree,
I mean,
but
next year will be a great draft class for quarterbacks.
yeah, I mean should be. You got Caleb Williams, you got
Caleb Williams,
and
Sam Hartman.
Sam.
He's going to win Heisman this year.
It's gonna be Drew Aller. I'm gonna say.
I'm not even. Caleb
Well,
Williams will not win Heisman back to back. It's not going to happen.
no, he won't. But in connection to fantasy, two big moves were made over the last couple days, being Dalvin Cook to the Jets and Ezekiel Elliott to the Patriots on
I don't know
both
how
1 year
big
deals.
those moves are, though.
Well, in reference to it, how much? Who do you think is going to have a bigger effect in the fantasy world? Brees Hall stock going down, or Ramondre Stevenson stock going down?
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall. Yeah.
I think Ezekiel Elliott's going to the graveyard. But that's just me. I think
he's
that's
gonna be a
where
third down goal line
where
back.
running backs go and die in New England.
Yeah.
Cam Newton. He's taking the Cam Newton route.
The Cam
I don't
Newton route. Going. But, it's, I think he's going to be used as like a grinder back, third down, maybe goal line situation.
Stevenson
But
can catch the ball out the backfield. He was good. I mean, where would you? No, I don't know. Brees Hall. I picked him last year. Or I traded for him. Then he got hurt the week after.
you're trying, yeah, with Evan, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you get or give up Jamar Chase in that?
I got Jamar and Brees,
And they
and I
both got
traded
hurt.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. Out of those two, I just don't really think it really does much for anybody. Doesn't increase anyone's chances to win the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah. Although Dalvin Cook to the Jets actually is pretty solid. I mean, that's a pretty dangerous 1-2 punch now.
Yeah.
Just a matter of what Minnesota's going to do in the
The
running
Jets
back
have
department.
no offensive line, but they got weapons.
If they have. I mean, if they're able to protect Aaron Rodgers, give him time, they're going to be in good shape because they got, like I mentioned, two elite wide receivers and some very lower level ones. Solid tight end, and then two good running backs, and then that defense is incredible. So I think it's going to be Jets going to be tough to watch. That AFC East is going to be nasty. But
Yeah, that division's tough.
Matt, what's your take on the whole Dalvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott moves?
I mean, I completely agree with Michael. Where I feel like the Zeke move to the Patriots is not going to change an outcome of many games. I don't think so. Like, I think the Dalvin Cook trade has a lot more chances to help the Jets than the Patriots with Zeke.
I just had a thought about Tony Pollard this year. Thoughts?
He is going to ball. He
He's
was balling
cleared up.
last year, and he had a split. See where he's at. Yeah, Tony Pollard.
I mean, he'll be splitting with somebody, but it'll probably be more of a 70-30.
Well,
Last
he's
year
right
was
now.
not a 60-40.
He's right now ranked RB8 and projected to go late, the last pick in the second round, and mostly. So late second round or early third.
I just want to know where my picks are. I mean, in all these leagues. So that's going to be like a big topic. Is
Anytime, yeah. Time's
I want to be, if it's a 10-man league, I like the 5 or 6. 14-man league, like the one we're doing at work, 7, 8. I want to be right in that middle.
I don't think this year, I mean, unless it's number one overall and Jettis just carries, but if you're in a 14-man league and you got that first overall pick, you're not being seen until the 28th. So I know you got
Yeah.
back-to-back picks there. You can get a pretty elite tight end maybe and a quarterback, but I mean, you're screwed at either
But
wide
like, I
receiver or
guess
running back.
if you're in a 14-man league, there's like 5 or 6 elites. So I guess the 5th or 6th pick would be pretty good.
Yeah.
And then that'd be like 5, 6, 7, 8 would be, I think, the picks. If you're in a 14-man league, where would you want your pick to be?
I would go 7 or 12. I think that would be a nice middle.
I like
12
5,
fit,
6,
12
7,
fit.
8 in that range, where you can get an elite player, but you're not waiting forever.
Mm-hmm.
In between picks.
Yeah, the
I
5
like-
is a little pushing it.
I'm a big like right in front of the middle, kind of like what you're explaining, like a 5-6 or like even like. I mean, in a 14-man league, even if you get stuck with with this year, like if you get like an 8, I mean, you can make that work at least. If you anything before 5 and anything after about 9 or 10, you're gonna lose out on some talent. I feel like.
Yeah, I think there's a small pool of elite players, and then there's a big pool of great players, and a big pool of good players. Like there's a small portion of these elite fantasy football players this year, in my opinion, because they're not projecting Derrick Henry to be the number one back, and everyone's fighting to get him just because of age and injuries. And with Christian McCaffrey sharing splits with Deebo Samuel, and you can count all the people on that team with your fingers. They have talent. Kittle, he might be good this year too. Forgot about him.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, and
I just don't know who the hell's going to throw the ball.
You keep naming tight ends after.
I keep naming tight
You
ends.
keep naming tight ends. It really keeps losing light on Kelsey going in that first round. But I think that it's going to be. Well, here's a sneaky one, or not really a sneaky one, but here's a one that is up in the air. Not many people are sure who's here for or against Najee Harris.
I'm against it.
Against?
I'm against it. Dude, honestly, like, I just feel like there's guys that'll go out and put up more solid numbers weekly. Like, he's a guy that can go out and get you a lot or a tiny. Because I got
8.
I mean, I got stuck with him last year, and there was some up and down weeks.
Very similar to my Alvin Kamara situation. It looks like.
I'm against anybody on the Steelers.
Well, that's a
I'm
red
against
flag.
anybody on the Eagles.
You can't name me one player on the Steelers that I would pick. I mean, Pickens just because he's funny, I guess.
Pickett's a Kenny Pickett, maybe? Pickett to Pickens?
The problem is with the Eagles.
What about Pat Fryermuth?
Problem is with
Tight
the
end.
Eagles, you guys got 2 star wide receivers. Jalen Hurts likes to run the ball. So, I mean,
Eagles?
that's a tough, AJ Brown, its problem is, in fantasy, is they're not going to have consistent, both of them are not going to have really good weeks every single week. It's going to be wishy-washy with those.
That's what the problem. That's why it's great news for the Eagles and guards that are winning the Super Bowl. But if you're looking from a fantasy aspect, yeah, you look throughout the year. I mean, it's just up and
Do
down.
you think the Eagles are going to go back to the Super Bowl this year?
Well, I'm saying, yes.
No,
But
I mean,
as far as
yeah.
talent, it's great to have a whole bunch of great players that can alternate. But from a fantasy standpoint, you don't want. I mean, you don't want to be. I don't know.
I'm just ready to.
Two similar guys.
I'm just ready to gamble my money away. That's what I'm excited for.
Just waiting for your underdog
bro,
picks to come back.
I am waiting for football to come back where I can just gamble my money away.
Me and my
I'm
buddies
excited.
were talking about that today. Where one of my buddies goes, "Dude, I ain't betting 4 months," and I was like, "Cause you ain't had football to bet on."
Yep. Yeah, I won a good bit football, and then Tried basketball. It's too hard. And then I started betting on tennis, and then I realized I need
And
to put the phone down.
then you realized you had a problem when you started asking me, "Hey, who should I take in this cricket matchup at 4 o'clock?" So I
Yeah.
started realizing
Yeah.
you might have an issue.
I remember last semester in school, I would have 8 a.m.s. So I would wake up half an hour early, look at the tennis match because they always have like
It was a
tennis and
full
like
on.
some like show on every day in Europe, and it was like pretty easy at first to like pick up like shit. Like you just look on a website, and most of the time it's right. I would win
And
a little bit, and then after a while, I just kept losing. I'm like, all right, I gotta put the phone down.
you would literally text me, "Check out this new matchup." I'm like, "Bro, it's women's tennis in England. Who cares? What?
Ha!
I have no knowledge of this whatsoever. I'm not going to serve any purpose. Why are you sending? You need help right now.
You need
Well,
help.
the thing with Glenn is
Stop
that
it.
if
Get
he,
help."
whoever he tells you to pick, you just don't pick him.
Hey Glenn, who
How's
should
that?
pick
Oh,
the
because
opposite?
I think Philly. So it's just because my Phillies lost the World Series and the Eagles lost the Super Bowl. Is that all that is?
I might have been hitting at that, but
Yeah. Don't worry, we're gonna win it this year. At a minimum, we're going just because the NFC is so weak. But yeah, as far as winning it, we'll see
we
if the AFC will fumble.
talking about betting, Michael. My JUCO, we got so bored. There was guys betting on Korean basketball, South Korean basketball at 2:30 in the morning. We'd sit around and just like there's no live stream of it, so you're just constantly scrolling up
Yeah.
on ESPN like go go go.
Yeah, I would like. It's fun though. Like it's fun to like, especially with football. Like like if you're watching a game, it's fun to watch football just because. It's not like I give a shit about any of the teams, but when you have money on the line, you give a shit
Adds a little
about
bit
what
of
Geno
excitement.
Smith's doing. You care about every single throw Geno Smith does.
When it's on the 2 minute drive and you pick the under for his throws, you're like, no.
I remember the first time I won. I bet like I think $50, won 500. This was like my first win. It was a five. Like I did player picks, and Geno Smith was involved. Geno Smith, whoever the kicker on that team is,
For
and then I had
the
Trevor
Seattle?
Lawrence throwing 2.5 touchdowns and Josh Allen rushing for a touchdown or something stupid like that. And then I hit them
You were
all,
happy.
and then I lost all my money, but I had some fun.
Again, you're describing a very similar situation in many ways, but fortunately,
Hey.
it's all fun and games.
Now that we're 21, Glenn, we can go out in public and you can
That's
see
what
how I
I'm
am.
excited about. I'm excited to go out college football Saturdays and just get like 12 buckets of beer and drink and eat wings.
Wait, what?
All right, not 12, but
You need help.
welcome to the All Out Podcast, where we talk about our gambling and drinking issues.
I need to go get my book out of the car.
Honestly, it's in the car. All right, never mind. But that would be a good one if it was there.
My AA book.
Yeah, that was whack. That was crazy. What are the odds it had? You can tell it if you want, real quick. But the odds of it having that date is kind of crazy.
I got it before I turned 21. I think it was a week before I turned 21. I was at the Goodwill, and I was just looking for fun, just at the books because I was killing time. Because when you're out with women, how long they like to take in stores. So I
Yep.
roamed over to the books, and then I found a AA book, and I bought it, and it was 25 cents. So I just bought it just to like make a joke, and then I get in the car, start reading through the pages, and the back cover in red ink has my birthday on it, and I was like, maybe this book was made for me.
It's just like it was something out of a horror film.
It was whenever it said May
2020.
30th, like 2020. So I think that was the day that he committed himself to quitting alcohol. But obviously, it didn't work out for him because the book's at the Goodwill. So whoever that is, sorry, man. You
Hey,
can quit.
Talking about AA, last year for our fantasy league, the punishment was to have to go to an AA meeting.
Wow, that is crazy.
That's good.
Oh my god.
Speaking of that, fantasy
this year
football.
this year our punishment is that you have to become a substitute teacher for a day.
You can do that.
I'm kind of down with that. I will do that one. I would do that one of you even if I
I would
won.
just do that
sounds
for
like
fun.
fun.
Hey,
That
you
sounds like,
remind me of the guy on Instagram, Joey,
yeah.
or whatever. But
What were you saying about
fantasy,
punishments?
I'll say fantasy football punishments. We need to think of some, or what are the best fantasy football punishments?
Gotta get
Dude,
creative
I
with it.
still like the Waffle House one.
That's a good
Everybody-
one.
I know, but everybody always goes with that one.
Bro, imagine
There's
the
some
Waffle
new.
House employee like the day after fantasy's over, seeing all these idiots in the Waffle House. We're not eating. None of us are eating. Just he's eating. We're here watching him eat.
That would be.
What can I get you guys started to eat? No, we're not
No,
eating.
Just
we're
as many
watching
waffles
this
as
guy.
as many waffles as he wants.
Hey, that should be your work league punishment. Just you gotta sit in the restaurant and keep eating at y'all's restaurant.
Sit in the restaurant for 24 hours every, I don't know. I mean, the hush puppies are nasty. But I mean, I
Oh.
can pound down some hush puppies.
How about every? Have to sit in the restaurant for 12 hours, or from open to close. So, yeah, about 12 hours, and
Right.
every hush puppy you eat is a minute off, or 5 minutes off it. Because those
And
things.
the problem
are
is like most of the people in our work would love that. They can sit at the bar and drink all day. Shit,
Yeah.
that's not a punishment. That's a reward.
Shit, I want to
for
lose.
the winner of the league.
But we have 14 people in our work league, and we're doing the draft at 11:30 at night to make sure everyone gets home and is ready because you can't get all those people off at the same night. So that draft is so late.
I mean, you're gonna be up
Shotgun
till
comebacks.
you're gonna be up for a while.
With 14 people, but
And
like
it's an
he
older
said,
crowd,
picks
so
are
you
gonna
know
be-
they're taking the full minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, you
But a
think, how do
14
I,
minute. How does
how
this
do I
new
work this
technology
thing?
Hey, Glenn, you
I
remember,
could have sworn that Tony Romo was still on this list. Damn.
you remember when we did the one with like Grant? What was that? Junior year?
That was
Sophomore year?
junior year. Because it was my
And
first year at
I
Hillhead.
I won the league actually, and I auto picked everyone after the third round because I was getting my hair cut.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. We're like, damn, why is he picking so fast? Oh, okay, there we go. Now I know why.
Damn, you
Yeah.
can thank the AI technology back then.
Who was how many men in the league was that? 8 or 10? I think it was me,
think
you,
it was
Jack,
10.
Derek, Tyler. It was the golf team, Grant, you, and I think 2 others. I forgot who though.
And we,
You know.
you remember that trade I pulled off on Grant?
Which one? No, it was
I don't even remember who it was, but I traded like one guy for like 4, and like 3 of them were dropping like 20 a week.
oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know how we approved it.
Would
That's
you ever
crazy.
play in a 32-man fantasy football team?
Yes, I would. That sounds so much fun.
That's bro.
But you got to do a real draft night if you do a 32. Like you got to
You
like
have to-
it's got to be a real draft night.
Yeah.
You have to find 32 people. That's a lot of people.
You'd have
you
to,
could
are we
do
drafting defensive players?
shit, with 32, you're going to run out of offensive players.
You start
You have to do a
drafting.
league where
You
it's
start
like-
drafting practice squad players to play wide receiver too.
You get 2 tight ends, 2 kickers.
First
Going-
first round pick. I'm taking Travis Kelce or Jalen Hurts in that league.
Hey, first round pick, if it's 32, I'm taking Justin Tucker.
On everything you
and-
love.
On everything I love, I'm
On
taking
everything
Justin
I love.
Tucker. And defensive player, I'm picking my boy Joey Boza. Look what I got.
Oh my god.
It was a thrift store purchase. You think I'm not buying that new?
This thing. It's all those things in Savannah. Oh, speaking of Roll Tide, I don't know if I showed you this yet.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Hey.
But
But I had to bring Junior Seau with me, the junior edition.
the junior edition. There we go. You got a lot of Chargers. Drip. You got your Herbert jersey, your Notre Dame.
I had to wear the
Fun
jersey
stuff.
to represent. I didn't know what we were getting into.
Oh, yeah, football, of course.
But
Oh,
32-man league, I don't know how you'd have to do one
first round.
quarterback. Imagine you can't play 2 quarterbacks in a 32-man league. Can you imagine?
You can't. There's
It's
no
like,
possibility.
please get some play time this week.
Please
put
be
him
a
in.
blowout. Please be a blowout. Please be a blowout.
It's like they put him in, they start taking knees. Oh shit, he's losing points.
-0.3. Damn it.
But I saw this league one time where it was like the flex player could be any position, so like you could pick 2 quarterbacks, which I thought
Yeah.
was kind of neat.
So just put Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts as your 1-2. Justin Fields at your flex. That is crazy. Grant was actually talking about doing one of those leagues at work.
I don't know. I'm like in too many leagues. I'm in Dockside, your league, Carter's league, and we're talking about Yahoo League with
Do you want
Kevin.
to just team up in that league? That way it's less work. Oh God, we might just team up in that league. Because you're going to have to go for the first half anyway, because I got class. So.
What time is it?
7, but I'm trying to get him to make it 8, so I can be there like 20 minutes late instead of an hour and 20.
7.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, I don't think I have class. What day is 7 on? Yeah, that's fine.
28th.
Then I'll just be the team and put faith in me.
Yeah, on everything you love. On
Hey,
everything I love.
put it on AI, just like my barbershop experience.
Hey, on everything I love, I could pick 5 of these back to back.
I wonder how many people are going to chat GDP the draft this year. How many people are going to try
Hey,
that?
Snapchat AI. Snapchat. Who should I pick with my first pick in fantasy?
I suggest.
Bijan Robinson.
Ha! Shit, if AI saying it, I'm going with it.
Oh, okay.
It knows something we don't know, apparently.
They know that he's going to have a year.
It's got the uncovered secrets. It knows who can out Pizza the Hut.
All right. No one out pizzas the Hut, buddy.
No one's out. Well, yeah, that's a good all around. We'll think of punishments. Maybe we'll do a poll and see what pick the best punishment.
Yeah, I'm just ready to start picking. I need to like have a team and get my roster together. I'm itching to get back to football and college football. My God.
But then college football's 2 Saturday, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. Yeah, it's almost here. But yeah,
I know.
crazy. It's gonna be here before we know it. It's gonna be fun. But
just like this show. This is fun. What a show we had.
love the energy. Yeah. If y'all want, do you want to discuss any of it real quick? The James Harden news that just came out.
I mean, I kind of saw it. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, I don't really pay attention because it's James Harden.
Yeah.
He's kind of a bozo.
I don't really know what the whole situation.
Hey, it's your franchise, not mine.
I don't know why the Sixers are trying so hard to keep him. I just say good riddance, get going.
I don't know where he would want to go play. I mean, the Rockets don't want him anymore. Where would he take his talents?
Rockets are too young for him. Him and Dillon Brooks on a flight to Shanghai.
Shit. I don't know where he would go. I don't want him. I don't want him in L.A.
Well, an NBA topic that I've been meaning to talk to you about since you're a big Dillon Brooks guy. What do you think? What do you think about him getting 4 years, $80 million with the Rockets?
So you know how bank robberies work, right?
Yeah.
You know, like how heist. So, like, imagine like a bank robbery, and underneath the mask is your boy Dillon Brooks. He's robbing Houston. They have to watch him for 4 years hit stupid dance moves and the side of the backboard.
It's stupid dance moves on the side of the backboard. Yeah, no, he definitely. The fact that he got paid, I saw that. Whenever I saw that notification, I was amazed that he got that much money.
I mean, shit. I mean, like, I'm not saying I can shoot the ball very well, but they're wasting $80 million. I think it'd be a lot better in my hands.
Shit, they'll pay you $4 million for 4 years. You probably deliver the same result. At least you wouldn't shit talk LeBron.
They could give me a bag of chips and a Coke, and I'd be there quicker than Dillon Brooks.
Yeah.
They put up about the same numbers.
Just pay for my flight, and it'll be the same.
Hey,
result.
I will thank Dillon Brooks because he single-handedly is the reason that the Lakers beat the Grizzlies. Just because A, he didn't play good. B, he's out here. I mean, like, I'm not a big LeBron guy, but they don't say that to him. That's just stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy. That was nuts. And I've never seen so many ejections in a series since.
I've never seen someone's career go like this so fast.
It
Well,
literally.
then it came straight up for 80 mil.
Facts. I mean,
Nice contract will help that out.
honestly, that's the only team I thought. They were talking Miami, but then the only other team I thought of was Houston because no other team wants him. I don't know why Houston would. I thought they were going young. I mean, like if I'm picking up a veteran, it isn't him. Obviously,
Oh,
his
no, that's
locker room mentality isn't fantastic.
Would you consider Dillon Brooks a veteran though? I consider him like still a young kid.
He's
Still
been in the
youth.
league a lot longer than most of the Rockets.
Well, yeah, I mean the
I mean,
Rockets.
how old is he?
The Rockets is current preschool for the NBA right now. They're half the JV team.
I mean, they're young, but I think the team that's going to be scary and young is OKC.
I'm
Give it some
excited for
time.
them. They got Shy, Chet Holmgren, Josh
Giddey.
Giddy, and yeah, it's gonna be, those guys are gonna be nice. I'm excited for them. And Dillon Brooks is
Yep.
only 20. Oh, damn, he's 27 years old.
I told you, he's like kind of old.
Whack. It's crazy how you don't hear about these guys for a certain time. You think they're so young.
Oh, he's been there. He's been shooting off the backboard for the last 6 years.
Memphis knows about him for a good little bit. Yeah.
I don't know what's louder, the ball bouncing off the side of the backboard when he shoots it, or John Morant's strap he carries. 'Cause they both echo.
They both. Hey, go. All right. Well, yeah. I didn't expect that. I thought you were a big DB guy.
My bad.
But
Did I portray the wrong image? I love Dillon Brooks.
Threw me for a curve on that one.
Let me go grab my jersey. Hang on.
All right. That kind of threw me for a curve. Trash bag coming. But yeah. Yeah. Well, Matthew, what's your take on him being? Well, he gets his jersey.
I mean, I don't really watch the NBA too much, but Dylan Brooks getting 80 mil, like I feel like you could go to a fifth grade math class.
Hey, look, it's his new Dillon Brooks jersey. Would you look at that?
Hi, I'm
talking-
Dillon Brooks. Hi, I'm Dillon Brooks. Shoot off the backboard.
Alrighty. Well, bring him. Hey, that's it. That's all the appearance we get from him? Yeah, I was expecting a lot more. Jeez. Well,
You think I want to talk to this guy? What do I gonna treat you like was he a puppet? What do I say to hold up? Oh my god! Ow! Ew.
Clunk. Oh, this is
Dillon Brooks.
Dillon
That's
Brooks.
just a classic
Dillon
Dillon Brooks.
Dillon Brooks does. Hey, he hit it.
Hey.
He clanked it off
He's
the backboard.
clunking the backboard. Ha!
Oh yeah, that's all good. I think that should wrap us up as far as topics go tonight.
That was a pretty good show.
Yeah, if y'all have anything else, by all means. But I think that should about covers it. But yeah, y'all got anything else to close us out tonight?
Nah.
Don't all jump at once now.
Hey, me and Brooks here. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Or, yeah, but
You said do it again?
what did you say?
What did you say?
What did he say? Alright.
The problem is this.
I can airball 5 of these back to back. No,
Alright.
on everything I love.
It's not the time.
It's the time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Field goals. Field goals.
It's okay. It's okay. Percentages. You gotta send him that meme because he's in the lot. You gotta just send him the Instagram.
We gotta send the entire world that meme because we keep doing that shit and no one knows what the hell's going on.
No one knows. But once he sees the video, he'll laugh.
DJ Khaled.
On everything I love.
On everything I love. Word. Well, boys,
thank
thank
for
you.
having me on the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Another great episode.
Actually, pause. I got it. Thanks for coming on my podcast, the All Out Podcast. Glenn, thanks for being a guest star tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey,
Appreciate
everyone
it.
give Glenn a
Yeah,
round
I
of
love
applause.
coming on here. It's great.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you.
Hopefully to see you on episode 106. You know, Matt is always
if you loved it,
a
I'd
key
love to have
figure
me
here.
back. If you had me back, I would love it.
All right, how about this? I'll send you over our 15-minute conversation You make a couple videos for Instagram. You
Uh-huh.
post it on your account,
Okay.
and I'll give you permission.
You'll give me permission? Whew. All right. Well, hey, just let me know whatever I got to do to get back on this incredible podcast. I really want to join.
All right. I'm gonna go take my trash can back into my bathroom. I'm at Dillon Brooks back to the bathroom. Sounded kind of. Yep. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Dude, that sounded. Pause. Hold on. You're going to take. Wow. I thought he didn't
Dillon
like.
Brooks.
Hey, yo.
Back where?
He doesn't like Dillon Brooks. He loves Dillon Brooks, apparently.
No, everything I love. The problem is this: I love Dillon Brooks.
Well, let's wrap up this episode before Michael says something he regrets really shortly.
We're working on it.
Hold it against him. He's trying everything possible to really make this one a memorable one. But,
All right.
Yeah. Y'all boys have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you soon, all right?
See you around.
Sounds good.
Don't be a clown. See you.